For me, one of my favorite features for Transcend is the user interface and user experience. It is very seamless and very authentic. Seems more modern compared to the other competitors that are on the market. I personally call it pretty. I think it's a very pretty user interface. And so because of that, it just makes it more intuitive to find where you're going, look at what you need, and be able to help solve the problems, as well as get your customers through the pipeline without getting stuck or being confused about what's going on. I think it definitely succeeds in that regard.
Especially when it comes to car sales, they're looking to feel empowered. And I feel like Mini Anywhere is a tool that empowers the consumer. Because when they come in feeling empowered, I'm able to build loyalty and trust so much easier on that foundation than I do when there's just nothing at all.
So Mini Anywhere has been a great partner for us because it generates the leads, it gets the engagement, it takes people from shopping and it gets them down the funnel. It gives them full power and full control, which I like, because the more informed they are, the more likely that they're going to trust us and the more likely they're going to trust the process. Everyone has access to the same information now, and I like that. I like that the customer has the control because it disarms them and it makes them feel more comfortable. And then now that they have the control, they're more likely to buy and they're more likely to spend and they're more likely to engage. You guys have been responsive, receptive. We're appreciative of the partnership, that I'm able to look at the lead and right away know, okay, I know what car this is, I know if it's available, and then I have the customer's name, phone number, email. I have everything right there, so I'm able to collect a lot of information just by scanning it, and I don't have to go through a lot of screens.
First thing I noticed was how very clean and organized it was, very easy to use. The team was actually the big sell for me. The level of support is almost different than any that you'd seem to get from vendors nowadays. Having the ability to be able to get that information so quickly and in a transparent fashion, it just pays dividends. And that's why I love the tool, is because it's very transparent. Everything is there up front. I think it's the most modernized tool that's out there.
I think it's fairly easy. It's intuitive. And when I've run into questions, the staff has been at the company has been very receptive and helpful. The intuitiveness of the program, the ability to compare cars, it just has different features that other programs don't have.
The ability to communicate information back and forth and alter as needed on either side, I think, is what makes it easiest for us to utilize the system. It's a tool that the customers using makes it a difference, meaning what they see is different perhaps than what they are exposed to. And being able to go deeper into what they can see, select, choose, and initiate from one location would be more of a point that the product itself is going to be the point of interest to use for their purchase. And I think that's what the difference is between that and any other outside source that they can access, because they get a lot more feedback and access to the information that is typically need to be found either by phone call or visit or some other form. It's kind of all in one location for them, looking at the Mini.
The one that I found unique, at least for my department, is the trade portion, and I keep going back to the fact that they can select all these things about the vehicle, but also it builds a trade section into that portion, just because that's a question that we get so frequently is, I have this vehicle, I want this vehicle, but what can I do about my trade? So having that portion in there, and specifically the button that says like the approach, like let's get your trade evaluation, and it creates an email for my agents to be able to send out to that person, is just a super helpful tool for them, specifically in their line of follow-up that they need to do, and helps them to push that person to actually come into the store, because I know the system is a lot about streamlining it for the guests and making a lot of options, giving them a lot of options electronically, but that also being a kind of helpful tool for a BDC agent to get that push into the store is really great.